The laughter stung more than the missed shot. Emma stood frozen on the pickleball court, her paddle slipping in her sweaty grip as the sound of mocking voices cut through the air. "Come on, quiet girl. Even my grandma can play better than that," one of the bullies shouted, and the rest of their group erupted in cruel laughter. Emma's face burned, not just from the sun but from the humiliation pressing down on her like a weight. She wanted to disappear, but something deep inside whispered that this moment wasn't the end, it was the beginning. Emma had always been the quiet one. She sat in the back of class, spoke only when called upon, and avoided confrontation at all costs. Her calmness often made her invisible, and that was how she preferred it, until pickleball was introduced in gym class. For Emma, it was uncharted territory. She had never been athletic, never the one to be chosen first for teams. Yet something about the game intrigued her. The quick reflexes, the clever strategies, the way small movements could outsmart brute strength. She found herself staying after school, secretly practicing on the empty courts, studying the angles and spins, almost as if the ball was her only friend. But the bullies noticed. They always noticed. Madison, the loudest and most confident of them, made Emma her favorite target. Madison was the school's star athlete, the MVP of almost every sport. Where Emma was quiet, Madison was bold. Where Emma hesitated, Madison dominated. And Madison had no patience for what she called dead weight on the court. The other bullies, Hannah, Claire, and Brooke, followed her lead, laughing and sneering every time Emma missed a shot. The humiliation grew worse when the gym teacher paired Emma with Madison's group during a pickleball scrimmage. It was supposed to be fun, just a game, but Madison turned it into a performance. Every mistake Emma made was met with exaggerated groans, mocking applause, or cruel nicknames. The final straw came when Madison purposely served a ball directly at Emma, hard and fast, causing her to stumble backward and drop her paddle. The laughter was so loud it echoed in Emma's ears long after the game ended. That night, Emma couldn't sleep. She replayed the moment over and over in her mind, the sting of their laughter mixed with the ache of humiliation. For a moment, she thought about quitting, avoiding gym class, staying home, retreating further into her quiet world. But then she remembered the hours she had already spent practicing, the little victories when she managed a perfect serve, the joy of feeling the ball spin just right off her paddle. Something inside her hardened. She decided she wouldn't let them write her story for her. For the next 2 weeks, Emma transformed. She woke up early to practice before school, hitting ball after ball against the gym wall until her arms ached. She stayed late in the afternoons, studying the way the ball bounced, perfecting her aim, and learning how to anticipate. The opportunity came sooner than expected. The school announced a small intramural pickleball tournament, meant to be light-hearted fun between teams of students. Of course, Madison and her group entered, eager to dominate yet another sport. Emma hesitated, her fear clawing at her, but something inside urged her forward. She signed up alone, which meant she'd be paired randomly with another player. When the tournament began, Emma's quiet resolve was tested. She wasn't just fighting the ball, she was fighting the memory of every cruel laugh, every whisper of, "You're not good enough." But step by step, point by point, she began to rise. Her serves grew sharper. Her footwork quicker. With each win, her confidence grew. The whispers in the crowd shifted, from mocking to surprised, from surprised to impressed. And then came the final match, Emma's team versus Madison's. The gym buzzed with excitement, students filling the bleachers, eager to see what would happen. Madison smirked across the net, her confidence unshaken. "This is going to be easy," she called out, loud enough for everyone to hear. Emma stayed silent, but her eyes locked on Madison with a calm focus that startled even herself. The game began fiercely. Madison unleashed her powerful serves, slamming the ball with practiced precision. But Emma was ready. She returned them with steady control, placing the ball just out of Madison's reach. For the first time, Madison's smirk faltered. Point by point, the match grew more intense. Madison relied on brute force, but Emma played with strategy, angles, patience, precision. The crowd roared each time Emma outsmarted Madison with a perfectly placed shot. The score climbed until the final rally. Madison, desperate to win, hit a blistering smash toward Emma. Time seemed to slow as the ball streaked toward her. Every memory of their laughter flashed in her mind, but this time, she didn't flinch. She lunged forward, her paddle connecting with a sharp, controlled spin shot that sent the ball skimming low over the net. Madison leapt to return it, but the ball hit the line, perfect, unstoppable. Silence fell for a heartbeat, then erupted into cheers. Emma had won. Madison stood frozen, her pride shattered, while Emma's quiet determination shone brighter than any victory dance. For the first time, people weren't laughing at her, they were cheering for her. Emma didn't raise her arms or boast. She simply smiled, small but full of strength, because she knew what she had done was bigger than just winning a game. She had taken back her power. In the days that followed, things changed. The bullies were quieter, their laughter muted by the memory of their MVP's defeat. Emma didn't become the loudest person in the room, but she no longer faded into the background either. She walked taller, her silence no longer a weakness but a strength. Her story wasn't about revenge. It was about courage. The courage to rise, to work quietly when no one was watching, and to face